Hey, what's up, Internet? I'm Deanna Jean Pierce, and this is my spiritual YouTube channel, The Faith That Grows. And today, this is a PSA to the Church of Union, which I'm still banned from. Yay me. I made a video kind of ranting about this a couple of years ago, or a year ago, or no, almost 2 years ago. But it either got deleted or I just can't find it. And so I'm just gonna put this out there again. I don't want to see men giving Sunday sermons on the week of Mother's Day. I made a video about this in May of 2024 because Fabian was giving a sermon on May 12th, which is right around Mother's Day, and it's just him. You think that's what God wants? You think God wants a man by himself giving the sermon for Mother's Day? You think that's what God wants? It ain't. Divine Mother needed to be channeled. So this Mother's Day, Church of Union, I don't want to fucking see a man giving a goddamn sermon for Mother's Day week, unless he's talking about his relationship with his mom or Divine Mother or the Divine Feminine and introducing a feminine who's going to be giving the sermon, or supporting a feminine giving a sermon. Mother's Day, we should be talking about the moms in the Church of Union. We should be channeling Divine Mother. We should be hearing about people's pregnancies and babies and birth and the feminine. I don't want to fucking see this anymore. It's a disgrace. No. And on top of that, the sermon Fabian was giving, I understand it was almost 2 years ago. It doesn't fucking matter. We're gonna hit Mother's Day again. We're on a yearly cycle on this planet. He's talking about balance. And guess what happened when he did this sermon? I became extremely ill and imbalanced because we're not harmonizing. I don't want to see bullshit like this coming out of the church anymore. I shouldn't have to say this. This is the most obvious shit anyone could ever be observant of. We need to be protective of Sunday service. It's very sacred. I don't want to see people doing similar sermons like a month after they did almost the exact same sermon. I don't want to see the same people doing the same shit over and over again. Let other people talk. Ask God what he wants to talk about. Ask God who's holding the God. Ask God what he wants coming out of his church. The Church of Union is having patriarchal issues just like the entire rest of the planet. We need our healing sexism discussion group. This is an idea I had years ago. Who knows what could have happened if all the feminines in the church and the masculines that want to be a part of it also. Kamala might have been elected if we had gotten together and done that much inner work together. Look at the fucking calendar. Find out what holidays there are going on. Find out what's going on in the world and speak to that. But with the Church of Union's perspective and the higher awareness. Why the fuck am I not hearing about all the beautiful babies and all the beautiful pregnancies and the moms. Why aren't we celebrating that? Why am I not hearing that? You're just keeping it all hidden in the church? Share it. I think everyone should start taking tallies. How many sermons have I done since the church started? How many pre-sermons have I done since the church started? How many meditations have I done since the church started? How many card readings have I done? How many after-church tea times have I been in? How many songs have I recorded? And yeah, you know what? If you're someone who's called to be a part of a lot of things, that's great. Good for you. But if there are people who feel called by God that are being purposely kept out, and other people are just dominating, and God's not actually saying it's their turn, and it's not really the topic God wants talked about, like, everyone has their own YouTube channels. God wanted me to give a sermon about my autism in April of 2024 for Autism Awareness Month. God told me that's what was supposed to happen. That was almost 2 years ago. I have wanted to be part of after church tea times. I've had ideas for live events. God has wanted me deeply involved in the music department. It's a massive part of my life purpose. Why are you keeping me out of the church? And why did Fabian do a sermon by himself for Mother's Day week almost 2 years ago about balance? He doesn't know what balance is. Balance is the yin-yang sign. Balance is masculine and feminine. I don't want to see people talking about things that they are very clearly not doing. It's just like watching bullshit. The Church of Union Sunday services shouldn't feel like I'm watching smoke and mirrors and bullshit. For Mother's Day, let's hear from people's grandmas and mothers and sisters. Let's hear about pregnancy and babies and Divine Mother. Let's hear about things that actually make sense for Mother's Day. Don't just do whatever the fuck you want. Ask God, what do you want? Find out who's holding the God. Is God trying to move through someone that we are very purposely keeping out and suppressed? Why would we do that? Why would we want that? The Church of Union claims to want the truth and God and be on the leading edge of consciousness. It's not true. You're not living up to that. There's a Twin Flames Universe YouTube channel. Everyone has their own private YouTube channels. Let's make sure the Church of Union Sunday services are the absolute, highest, most important thing moving through this teaching and movement at this point in time. Not just, oh, it's my turn again. I guess I'll talk about this. Or I don't want to hear someone in a Sunday sermon saying, I didn't even know what I was going to talk about. Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't even know what I was going to say. They just let me do this again. Wow. Are you serious? April is Autism Awareness Month. Let's make a theme. Let's get people talking. Hi, I've been wanting to give a sermon about my autism awareness for a very long time. April is Autism Awareness Month. Let's try themes, let's try actually doing something that feels right. The church feels so random it's like the same group of people just talking about whatever the fuck they want to talk about. And yeah, is it cool hearing from people in COU, hearing from Twin Flames, hearing people who study this work? Of course that's cool. But can we go deeper, please? Can we remember that this is like the most important church that's ever existed? What is the process for picking people for sermons? What is the process? Why is all of my passion and talent being purposely left out? Don't we want to grow the church? Are we that afraid to let people in and love the church? What is going on with you guys? Don't let a fucking man give the sermon for Mother's Day week ever again unless they're supporting a feminine energy, introducing a feminine energy, and talking about Mother's Day and the feminine and everything to do with that. The church is alive, guys. It is a living, breathing being. It's an extension of the classes, of the teaching. There's a continued story trying to go on. I cannot believe that I wrote an original song based on Jeff and Shalia's classes and teaching about Twin Flames in 2019 that is designed to be a Twin Flame wedding song. And not only does no one care and it's not recorded, I haven't gotten to play it at any weddings. Are we that, like, we're that, your guys are that kind of church where you don't care about people's passion and creativity and gifts? You just want your control. You want things to remain as they've always been. That's not how God is. The end of Era Sale you guys did in the summer of 2023 was supposed to usher in a quantum leap in consciousness for this movement, and it was supposed to include Dan and I returning. There's so much that has been missed just because you guys you're so walled off to God through me, and I don't, this is so bizarre. Ask God, what do you want to talk about? Who are you moving through this week? Let's be in tune, let's be way more in tune with what people are moving through on this planet. I can't fathom this level of this is insane. God is passionate. God is present. And why have the things that I've been bringing up for years, no one cares? Why? Why is that? Why is that?